I'm sure you've all noticed that Monster Hunter World is unlike any other Monster Hunter game that came before it. We've all experienced the joined areas and the mechanic changes that Capcom have learned from the previous entries. One major shift is the monsters themselves. How they interact and actually live in the different environments is what really sets it off. And because of it, I want to give you guys my top 5 favorite monsters of this particular generation. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Gliding into the number 5 spot, you know him and you've guessed, you got my man Lenny, aka Legiana. Now, I've seen many flying weapons in my life, but Lenny soars above them all, truth be told. Now Lenny, in my opinion, is the first weapon I've seen that actually moves like an actual monster. The grace, the fluidity, things like that just make it so smooth and buttery. Outside from its unparalleled flying ability, it carries my favorite element of them all. Ice. Now ice is really cool because it actually has the coolest blight. Ice blight makes it to where your stamina decreases at a super quick rate. Excuse me. Dual blade users and people who rely on stamina like lancers, of course, you guys are in despair. But the thing is, what makes Lenny so cool about his ice is that he doesn't usually do it in the common fashion, which is usually beams and the like. It actually throws out the ice out the ground from its, not from the ground, at the ground, from its wings, really exemplifying the fact that its wings is magnificent and is quite lovely to look at. So I gave it to my man Lenny. Beauty, grace, and frightening abilities. The total package. Sliding in at the number 4 spot, we have my man Tobi Kadachi, aka Tobi Versace, because I mean he's smooth, right? Now, one cool thing about him is that a lot of people early on, I'll say, a lot of people have said, yo, it's like the new Nargacuga. And I mean, a lot of people who are real big fans of Nargacuga will be like, don't ever blaspheme Nargacuga by comparing this to that. But truth be told, I mean, look at it. It's close to it. It's as close as it can really get to it while also coming in with its own particular things. Now, as far as chimeras go, blending one animal with another animal, Tobi Kadachi is the epitome of that. He's like 4 things in one, literally. He's like a snake, some kind of cat thing like Nargacuga. He's a flying squirrel, and then, I don't know, it might be something else. And then, oh, yeah, I said a snake. Well, whatever, he's crazy. Zane, there's a whole lot of things, a whole lot in him. And fighting him is cool because the way he actually moves around and everything, you have to stay on your toes. So he's a hefty challenge early on. So for everyone who's probably new to the game, you probably gave him a little bit of a challenge. And truth be told, I like him for it. What could be better than a cobra on 4 legs? Well, you don't have to wonder because it's exactly what my man Great Garros is. This monster thrives in the Rotten Vale, living off of corpses found there. This is the real great monster in my opinion. The Great Garros actually orders its lessers in combat. Rather than have the lessers just attacking you sporadically, the Garros will actually set the pace of the battle and change things up in response to the situation. Playboy Skip will use different calls for different situations, allowing his lesser monsters to actually attack accordingly. So truth be told, when you think about it, no other monster really commands his people like this guy does. There's been other monsters to do it who are not as good at it, but when it comes down to it, out of all the greats they've actually had, where you would have the bigger, then you have the smallers, they would just do their own little thing. My man Garros, he's the first one to do it correctly, so I give him a lot of respect for that. Also, his armor is it's beautiful looking. Not very good in terms of the skills, but it's really beautiful looking. And lastly, Paralysis, that's the name of his game, and he does it damn well. So hope you carry some immunities for that. Crashing in at number 2, we have Basil. Basil Goose, B52, Bagel, Beetlejuice, whatever. You know, it doesn't matter. AKA the new invader monster this particular generation. Now, despite his intrusions, Basil is actually a really great help to hunters who understand his movements. If you know what you're doing, Baz can actually help you do major damage against the monster you're actually fighting. Because his main thing is to come in when you think you're having fun fighting a particular monster, and he's like, you know what, man, they're having fun over there. I'm not about fun. We not having no fun over here. And my man, he really don't care. But for the most part, the fact he can come in and do so much damage and just be so, like, gangster with it, you know, that's basically all I can really say about it. My man is just 100% gangster with it, makes him so dope. He does mad damage. He's really tough and he gets on a lot of people's nerves, but I respect him to my very core, even more so than Devil Joe, because I mean, my man Devil Joe can't fly and he's a bomber of sorts. So come on, give it up for my man's right there, you know what I mean? But yo, shout out to my man Baz out there, and I hope to see another monster just like him soonish, maybe. Last but not least, coming at the number 1 spot, we have Valhazak, aka the corpse wearing dragon. This is the Elder Dragon residing in the Rotten Vale, and it shows. My man does it ever show. If you were ever trying to imagine a boss in the Rotten Vale, you couldn't imagine anything more than what you see before you right here. Now, as is the case, my man has the miasma, aka the flu, whatever the hell. I call it secondhand smoke. He's a grandmaster of that. He wields that, uses it as his own. It's like a symbiotic relationship. He'll spray you with it, he'll cause you to get blighted with it, and you'll be in a lot of trouble. So when it comes down to the battle of him, it's a panic attack. It's a huge panic attack. When I first fought him, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. My health is split in half. What do I do? Okay, so he had me running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So I like the fact that I was stressed out fighting him, but it was a very, very good solid fight. And because my man is just so raw with it like that, we're gonna show the whole intro. No gameplay, just raw intro for my man right here. You just have to respect the fact that he is this gnarly looking. No other monster is as creepy and as scary as this guy. The only other monster to even creep me out at all, period, was the Abyssal Lagiacrus. Valasoc's number 2. Bro, look at my man. He is creepy. But I love his design though. It's really cool design, really good monster fight. The ecology with him and everything is super intense. The fact that he commands everything down there that's affected with the secondhand smoke is just crazy. But as it stands, my man is the #1 most favorite monster in this entire generation for right now until they add in some new guys. But that's all I got for you guys today. With that being said, it's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. And if you like my little top 5 video, just a little quick top 5 video, let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will see you on the next one. By the way, let me know your top 5s, of course. Take care, everyone, and may the desire sensor forever be in your favor.